The following is a paid program. The content is provided by the advertiser. WSTU, its staff, management, and owners are not responsible for the content. Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC. Blackridge Asset Management is a separate and independent entity from Peak Brokerage Services, LLC. Member, FINRA, SIPC. And now, Today with Denny, here's Denny Artachi.
Good morning. Another great day in South Florida. And, brother, great to be here with you as always. I want to know if anything crazy happened since last time I saw you last Thursday.
No.
You sure?
No, hell didn't freeze over.
Okay.
So we're good there.
Okay.
And I'm still vertical. You're still vertical.
That's right.
And that's all that matters.
But you're gonna work today, so you're doing a wedding at Club
I got a wedding
Med?
tonight. I got a wedding tonight at Club Med. I got to shoot.
All right. So
with a camera. I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear.
Exactly. You're right,
Yeah.
folks. Don't think that we're promoting gun violence. It's not true.
Yeah.
So by the time you're done, you're going to go to sleep around 1 o'clock,
Yeah,
right?
about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Then you're going to get up around 3
Yep.
to prep for this show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. You know, we were laughing about the immigrant. Aren't you afraid that a Guatemalan's going to come and replace you
No,
for no money?
not at all.
Because they're saying that the immigration is that bad. I mean, Tito may be a better DJ than you for no money.
Well, you know, if that's the case, then so be it. You know, but you get what you pay for.
Okay. And
Look at it that way.
his brother Jose is planning on being a financial planner, and he's going to steal all my clients.
There you go.
Dude, we are in trouble.
Yeah, we're in deep.
So we should forget. Don't even try, right?
No, don't even try.
All right. Just wanted to. So listen, did you feel or hear the earthquake this morning?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
Did I miss something?
You did. That was me at the gym on the treadmill.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay.
And today was a good workout. I did back and buys.
Okay.
Not to be confused with straight people.
Yes.
Which there's nothing wrong with that, folks.
Right. Right.
But that might be tough at the gym.
Okay.
And so, you know, I try and be, at the gym, you hate waiting. So I let this young guy, well, I just started, but you want to work in? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Big mistake.
Really?
I can lift a lot, but dude, this guy was on that steroid trip, and he's just looking at me. So he kept putting plates on. And
yeah, he just loaded his plates, so to speak.
Right.
No
so
pun
then
intended.
I had to lift more, but it was okay.
Okay.
And then I got on a treadmill, and that's when the earthquake started happening.
Yeah.
And
then you realized
that I'm an old geezer. Yes.
No, don't say that.
Yes, I am.
No, don't say that.
Well,
you and I are very close in age.
Well, I know that, but sometimes, our body says, yo, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
And we always say, well, we were thinking that this was a good idea today.
We have a call, and I can bet who this is going to be.
Yeah. What's the over-under that it's
the
Charlie?
over-under, it's going to be Charlie. The over-under says it's Palm City Charlie.
All right. Charlie, are we right?
Are we right, Charlie?
I guess you won.
But
But I used to run health clubs. That's why I'm calling up.
All right.
I mean, I did a lot of different things, but you're talking about, do you remember Holiday Spas?
Yeah, I do actually, up in New York. Yes.
Yeah. Well, when I joined them, it was 19. When I left, it was 42. And
you mean locations?
Yeah, I worked in Long Island, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and I ran a health club as a manager in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Made money for Holiday, and then went to Jersey, and that was horrible. I mean, it was long opening. There was, television showed up, and I'm on camera.
Really?
Yeah, I got offered a job to sell steel with a company plane and a company car, and I stayed with Holiday. 6 months later, they let me go, and the rest is history. I went up to Hartford and worked for the Current.
Charlie,
was came down here and all of that. But anyway, I had a person lose 150 pounds at my club. It's all about diet.
How do you do that? Did he get divorced?
Yeah.
Hey, I did that twice. I'm on a third, but I'm staying with her.
Third time's a charm, I hope.
That's right.
She takes care of my house. Anyway.
This is your third. Wait a minute. Shut the front door.
Yeah. All right. Let me go. Hold on. I'll go over and shut it.
Dude, you've been married 3 times?
Yeah. First
well,
one.
You know, you need to
one.
have somebody take care of your house.
I won't talk about the first 2, but the third one.
I live outside now. I don't go in the house. I don't watch television. I don't follow the news. Critical race theory is driving me crazy. I taught 4th grade in 1973 on Long Island. I like children.
Charlie's had more jobs than you, Evan.
Wow.
Well, I graduated from Stony Brook.
Yeah, but I bet he didn't start working as young as I did.
Okay.
My first job was
I was
at 13.
in the military before you were born, probably.
Well, no, we know that, but how old were you when you had your first job?
Yeah.
That's the question.
My first what?
Your first job.
I was right out of Stony Brook. I was teaching, and I was out of Nam, so I was probably 25.
Oh, we got you beat, dude.
I was 13 when I had my first job.
Exactly. I was slinging mud at 13.
My God, man. I was working through high school.
Okay.
You know, $1 an hour. Me and a buddy that got killed by a drunk in Stewart. He disappeared. This guy was my best friend growing up, and I learned he got killed in Stewart by a drunk. His brother told me. That's the guy who played lacrosse who almost took off my family jewels. I didn't have a cup on in lacrosse. After that, I wore a cup.
TMI.
Yeah.
Charlie, I think that's a little more than our listeners want to know.
Too much information.
TMI. They just had a visual of your cup and jewels.
Like Biden says, come on, man. But anyway, I called up to say, Denny, you got to do a thing on the Rat Pack.
Well, listen, I told you that Greg said that I can't sing more than a minute and a half, or we'll be sued by BM. So, man, how do you do a minute?
You can't.
Yeah,
play
he loved
music.
Well, he loved the show, but he said,
copyright and all of
yes, you know the world we live in, the crazy twisted world.
I can tell you one thing, Charlie. If you would like to hear Denny do some Rat Pack, go to wherever he's playing and see him personally.
All right.
And he will
the
personally.
whole thing is, brother, I don't like crowds. I have donated.
We'll put you in a VIP section.
Trump wants me to meet me and all of this stuff.
Trump does?
I don't want to meet anybody.
Oh, okay.
I'll meet you guys.
Okay.
We'll hang out.
I
don't like crowds. I sit in corners. I watch the front door. Most combat vets do that.
We can put you in a corner to watch Denny play. We can arrange that.
I'm meeting my sister for the 3rd time in July. And,
3rd time in your life?
Yeah. We grew up together, but we parted ways and all of that. But
Charlie,
I love
listen.
my sister. We're having a reunion.
I would like to have you on the show because I have to put a face with the name. But you promise to leave all your automatic weapons at home if I have you on the show and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, I would do that for you.
All right.
I would do that.
We don't want you to.
I'll hire a bodyguard.
Well, we could.
We have security.
Yeah.
We have security.
Sure.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have Secret Service out the front door right now.
I'll have my people contact your people.
All right.
We'll work it out.
All right. Sounds great.
I think we're going to work on it. Always a pleasure, sir. And we'll talk to you soon.
Hunker down and don't let the napalm burn you up.
All right, buddy.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. He probably loves that smell in the morning. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I saw Trump. We're going to, I know we have to take a break, and we're going to take a break and come back with what I found out last night at the dinner table, which I'm still in stitches over.
I can't wait to hear this. What you're talking, whatever it is. What were you eating for dinner at the dinner table last night?
What did we have? Nothing healthy. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
It was great.
It was not good.
It was not good.
All right.
We'll be back, folks. All right, we are back. So yes, usually once a week, I like to have dinner with Francine and her two kids, and they're like my kids. I've known them since they were so young. They're like the kids that I would want to have, and I'm their crazy stepdad.
Okay,
we've done a lot of things together. They've come to my concerts. They've seen my public speaking when I mentor students. And I'm going to tell you, the one is 21, the other's 18. That generation is really something. And I've always talked to them like they're an equal, not like, hey, I'm this adult and you better listen to me, kid, because you don't know nothing. Because they're a lot smarter than people think.
Yeah.
But I'd heard about TikTok, but I never knew. So it came up on the table last night as we're having dinner. And so I downloaded it. And man, I'm telling you, I was in stitches with such crazy stuff. I just want to... folks, if you don't know by now because you haven't listened to me, and if you haven't, shame on you, because me and Evan, we like to have fun.
Yeah.
And we're really not political because they're nuts on both sides. So I found a couple of examples last night on TikTok. The first one I'm going to do is this guy. Let me see if you can hear it. This guy has a dead ringer impression of Joe Biden. So listen to this. Let me see if you can hear it.
I remember when I was just a little boy. The year was 1901. I was this big. I remember I lived in a 2x4, and I would ride this little snail to work. I would deliver newspapers, and it was an incredible thing. I had a friend who was an ant, and he told me, he said, Joe, one day you're gonna, man, come on, look, folks.
Sounds like he's had a few.
But that's President Biden. Look, I wish him luck, folks, but you gotta admit, I tell you something. Between Trump and Biden, comedians have material for the next 50 years.
I could get you, no joke. This is no joke. There's a guy out in Vegas. He's the #1 Trump impersonator in the country.
I
had him on my show.
Oh, it's just
months
amazing.
ago. I can make a phone call.
Right, because listen, Trump is no Rhodes Scholar. He's a guy from Queens.
Yeah.
And he's, some of the things that he would say, I'd be like, oh my God, I thought George W. was funny to make fun of.
I have one of those also.
Okay.
I can get you one of those also.
Biden and Trump, here's another one. Here's actually Joe speaking on this one. And folks, I wish our president well, but come on, let's face it. He's pretty funny. Listen to this.
Hello, folks. Good afternoon. Thanks for your patience. We, in fact, our team, this transition team, our team, the senator and I, what we need to do now is how we need to do it.
How we need to do it.
My words.
Jeez. Okay.
What? Wait a minute. Should I be laughing? He has control of the nuclear codes.
Yeah. Well, he carries the bullet or whatever they call that thing.
What?
The briefcase?
The magic bullet, like from the grassy knoll? What are you talking about?
It's the nuclear case.
Oh, okay.
That goes everywhere he goes.
He has that, really?
That goes everywhere he goes.
Come on, man.
Somebody carries that.
All right.
He can launch a nuclear attack like that.
All right, so here's Trump. Now, this is so hilarious. This is Trump trying to eloquently explain that Joe is not quite there and is unsuitable to be president. Because, he's never had any unhinged moments himself, right? So here we go. He's being interviewed.
What do you think is Joe Biden's strongest feature as a competitor in politics?
Well, I would have said experience, but he doesn't really have experience because I don't think he remembers what he did yesterday. So how is that experience? He's been there a long time. He was never known as a smart person.
Pick one good thing.
He goes blank.
Crickets.
Okay, what is his weakest point?
I can't tell you. I mean, I'm really serious. He's got many. I could talk about weak points all day long. First of all, he's not mentally sharp enough to be president. He's got China. He's got all these countries. Russia. I bet the worst thing that ever happened to Russia. Putin understands that. I get along with Putin, but he understands that he probably doesn't want me to win. I can tell you right now, except I think he likes me, but I'm sure he doesn't want me to win. China doesn't want me to win, but Biden doesn't know. I mean, he doesn't know he's alive.
What do you think is Joe Biden's strongest feature as a competitor in politics?
Well, I would have said experience, but he doesn't.
It's just so. Once again, folks. We should always make fun of because they're funny. I mean, some of the stuff they say just cracks me up. I mean, I crack myself up, and that's just how life is. So do we have Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Charlie, are you on the phone? Hello?
Danny, you actually have his son Mike on the phone.
Well, wait a minute. Did you call?
That's the number you gave me.
Oh, well, I shouldn't have drank so much cough syrup this morning. I don't know. So, all right. So let me look at this. Mike, how you doing? You good?
I'm great. I can't complain over here. How you doing?
Yes, you can, because it's cold and you've got a crackpot governor running and a mayor that's running everybody out of Buffalo. So what do you mean you can't complain?
Well, we got sun though. We're a little warmer. I can't disagree with you on the mayor part or in the governor part, but yeah, we got some sun today.
All right, this time, all right. I had a senior moment. You got some sun, but how many degrees is it? To be honest with me.
It's going to be pushing 75 today, so it could be worse.
Wow, look at that. Now, Mike is a partner. He does PNC, and he saves people money on auto. He saves them on homeowners insurance. He's a pretty smart, tall, good-looking young fellow. And yes, we hate him because of that.
I'll take those compliments all day long. You can keep feeding me those.
Sue may have some stories that I'd like to get her on the phone to discuss with you, because I know you two, every time we have a company gathering, you usually go out until 3, 4, 5 in the morning eating breakfast at Denny's.
Yeah, I can't discuss some of those stories live on air, but yes, they're always full of stories. That's for sure.
You remember those days, Evan, when we were young and stupid? And I'm not saying that Mike is stupid, but I was stupid. When I was
remember
young.
the days getting out of 4 a.m. clubs, DJing, and going to Denny's till the sun rises. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to try your dad, and always a pleasure speaking to you. Or we should probably conference them both in, because
you can't do that.
You can't. We don't have the technology.
No.
Sorry, buddy. It's not in the budget. So say hi.
All right.
Say hi to Sue and everybody up in Buffalo. Okay.
You got it. I appreciate it.
Mike Sparazza, ladies and gentlemen. So his dad, folks, you know, I'm a financial planner. I have that business, and I've got a lot of great partners. Tomorrow, though, Evan, I don't know if you're working, but I'm playing actually at Mulligan's Beach House in Stewart, which it's going to be it's a great place on the water from 6 to 9. And I think we do have Charlie on the phone, right? Charlie, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, listen, I got your son on the phone by accident because, hey, I'm trying to catch up in senior moments. How are you today, bud?
I'm good. I'm excellent. How are you?
Great. So, folks, the reason I have Charlie on the phone, he is an unbelievable partner. He is a life insurance expert with the things that he does. And his last name is Sparazza. So if you don't do business with him, he'll have you whacked and then go after your family. So let's just get those parameters out of the way. And Charlie, tell folks about those great premium financing things that you do for business owners and people that they say, well, maybe I don't have the money to buy a life insurance policy. And I'm still learning from you, obviously. But
yeah,
you want to tell them kind of what you've been helping clients with?
So this basically is designed. There's two designs. One is we have where you may have a client that, or even a business that has a value of 10 million and up.
Mm-hmm.
That's one criteria for this type of funding. Let me address that one first, and I'll go to the second one.
Okay.
So what happens is they need large amounts of insurance, whether it's to either cover estate taxes, which may be dropping substantially shortly, or it's just a buy and sell agreement between partners. Where do they get the money if a partner dies to pay the other family out? So a lot of times they all have agreements, but they don't have the funding mechanism. So subsequently what happens is we either have to try to scramble to get money from banks to borrow to pay out the family, or we ultimately sell the building or the business and be done with it. In this method, it allows them to get the amount of insurance that they need without using liquid monies that's flowing into the business right now. And it's called premium funding. And essentially what we do is we get them qualified based on their own finances with the banks that we use to use the bank's credit rating to fund these. And essentially, I'm going to just make up a number. Let's say it's a $4 million loan. So what happens is we get the $4 million loan. Then the bank turns around and sells it to the fund managers. So it's not even on the client's credit sheet. It doesn't even show up. Then from there, out of that $4 million, pays the premium and all expenses related to the death benefit. Let's just say it's two partners, $5 million each. They now have the funding mechanism and didn't have to use cash flow in order to create the death benefit for each family's payment. So at the time of death, then the bank gets their money back, but we still net the $5 million back to the family if that was the agreement that they made. It's a very interesting concept, but again, that is for high-end, high net worth people, and the beauty of it is, some will use this to protect their estates. Some will just use to keep the family wealthy.
Sure.
In case something else fails. And it's a very cheap way to do it. I don't want it to be free because it's not. They have to put up collateral when we do this, and it's the amount of collateral is going to be based on the size of the bond that we have to go get.
So what could they use for the collateral? You kind of
they
mentioned
can use a combination of things. They can. Most will use a simple thing, a letter of credit from their own personal bank.
Okay.
Some will use real estate. Some will use brokerage accounts, or a combination of any one of those.
Can they use a 1031 to fund this?
I don't know if a 1031 is going to work.
Okay.
Well, once the 1031 is completed,
right?
Now the bill, all that was just the sale of the property to avoid the tax.
Yeah.
If there's a value to that building, they could use that building. What a bank will do is, again, let's make an example. The building's worth $3 million. There's no mortgage on it. We need $1 million of collateral. The bank will write a letter of credit against that building for the $1 million.
Gotcha. One hand, the right pocket, putting it into the left pocket. Something
Correct.
you already
Correct.
have. And that's interesting. So someone can either pay the interest or they just get that letter and the collateral is used to fund it. That's basically
they don't have the goal is not to have to use any cash flow.
Right.
The goal is just to get collateral.
Okay.
And the collateral, all the collateral says is if you default, your bank or whoever put the collateral up makes good to the bond people, and then they obviously will come see you for whatever the shortfall is. But we have never had that happen.
Okay.
Never. In all cases. And there are hundreds and hundreds of these cases. And some of them are as big as 50, 60, 80, $100 million death benefits.
Yeah, that's serious. I mean, for businesses, this is primarily for businesses. This is not for the small mom and pop business or the average person that needs. I mean, what if you scale it down? What if, I don't know, what if a couple has like $1 million in assets and they want life insurance?
They may not be a candidate for this just simply because I think financially and economically using this concept is really not going to work for them. However, let's say the person's worth $5 million. They need the insurance. We have another concept where it's not completely out of pocket free, but what happens is it's similar. We go out and we borrow the money, only this time it stays with the bank. And every year the bank pays the premium and the client has to pay the interest on the loan itself.
I see. Okay. And then obviously,
I'm sorry.
When they pass away, their family gets the benefit of it, and
right, exactly. Because what happens is we use what we call an increasing death benefit. So every time a payment gets made, the death benefit goes up by that payment.
Okay.
So that at the end, when someone passes away, there's enough to pay the bank back and the family.
You know, I feel so blessed with all the partners I have with Peak and a new private wealth group with Independent Solutions. And, this is the kind of things that only ultra wealthy people utilize. But Charlie does a lot of stuff for, dare I say, for lack of other words, normal people as well. There are people that we look at that have old insurance policies because life insurance has been better priced, wouldn't you say, Charlie, the last 20 years than what it was?
It's been better priced, and there are additional benefits that are on there.
Right.
People go into a long-term care facility or they have care at home or even an assisted facility. They're using liquid money that they've saved all their life to pay for it. Now, some don't care,
right?
But others do. There are policies out there that have a rider that are attached to them that pay the long-term care from the life insurance itself.
Exactly, folks. It could be somewhere like 4% of the death benefit that you can utilize to pay for long-term care. The other thing is people don't realize if they have an old policy that's built enough cash value and they haven't taken any loans out, what they have in cash could fund a single premium policy that could be better than what they currently own.
That is correct. And I want to get one other one back to the premium financing or funding. We have some people that use this as a pension. They don't put any money in. Again, they put up the collateral. I have one right now. It's closing this week.
Mm-hmm.
The guy starts at 59. At age 70, he's going to pull out $375,000 a year, tax-free from the cash value for the rest of his life.
Right. People, when we say these things, they go, "Nuh-uh, it's too good to be true." And I say, no, it's too good to be free. That's what it is.
No, it's never free, and it's there. It's in writing. They
Yeah.
have the documents that show it. It's not what if. It's what, the 375 could vary based on cash values, but it's not going to deviate from 375 to 200. It may go from 375 to 365 because it didn't perform as well, or it could go higher if it performs better. But no matter how you slice it, the money coming out is tax-free. How many people have that product?
Exactly. And people who say, I don't believe in life insurance, they do not understand until they change the laws. There is no other. They forget that it has a lot of living benefit. It's not just for your family when you pass away.
Right.
And astute investors know this. They take advantage of the laws and the rules. They build tax-free income for the future. They protect themselves right now for things. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day, and believe me, I pale in comparison with your experience, that they have life insurance products that are also liquid, meaning, I mean, there's not a whole bunch of them, but meaning if you change your mind, you can get your money back. I never thought I would see that. And
here's the other thing, Denny, that people need to understand. If the wealthy are buying life insurance,
right,
how bad can it be?
Exactly. They people think wealthy people throw money around. They are the biggest penny pinchers that I know. I mean, seriously, they if they lose what the average person would lose who think nothing of it, they get very upset about it. And so that's exactly right. The thing about that people need to understand is insurance products are predictable products. There's no speculation.
Right.
So when you have this wealth, you want to have a for sure kind of thing without speculating. They don't.
Well, if not for anything, to perpetuate your wealth, the stock market crashes, the real estate market falls apart, and that's where you're heavily invested. You could destroy somebody's family wealth. This replenishes it in the end. And here's another important thing for your listeners as well, and they should be calling you on this because look, you have an IRA, you have a 401k, you have a 403b, all these crazy things, right? I'm taking tax deductions. Then all of a sudden, now it's time to retire. They winds up they're in a higher tax bracket than when they took the deduction, and they don't want to take the money out. And they have to.
They have to.
This is a perfect avenue to segue some of that money that you were taking the tax break on. Put it over here, and there's no rules. I don't have to wait to 59 and a half. I don't have to take it at 72 and a half. I take it when I want, and I take it tax-free. That in itself is a gold mine.
I need to fly you down here and really have workshops with people to understand. Folks, if you're interested, my personal number is 561-305-8226. It's 561-305-8226. Charlie, he's a character. He's in shape. He looks good, and he's a hell of a cook. So, Charlie, when you come down here, dude, you got to do your cuisine too. You keep everyone in Buffalo.
We can do that. We can have a greet and meet, and I'll do some cooking, and then we can talk some financial products as well.
And then I could play some music. What do you think?
There you go. See, it's a home run all the way around.
I think
your listeners the phone should be ringing off the hook. What's that phone number again? Repeat that number again for them.
Listen, if you don't do business with Charlie, he's going to have people come to your door and go, "Hey, what's the problem? Did you not understand what I said to you? You need this, folks." I'm just kidding. Charlie, it is such a pleasure to have you as a partner because I've been doing this since 94. I learn stuff from you every day. And folks, you don't know what you don't know. And insurance products and a specialist like Charlie, they're not falling out of trees. Let me just tell it to you like that. And I think we should really do that, Charlie. I'll fly. But you have a place in Florida now, don't you?
I do.
So when are you going to be back, in town?
I'll be traveling back and forth. I mean, I never know when. I know I have to come down in October.
Okay.
I got to put those crazy windows in there.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, folks, Charlie Sparazza, always a pleasure. And we're going to take a break because I went a little overtime. Charlie, love you, brother. Thanks for piping in. Right. We'll be back, folks. All right, we are back. Greg, if you're listening, every time I hear that voice, I swear it's Chris Wallace. And I've talked to Greg on the phone. He doesn't talk like that. So
it's the radio voice.
It is the radio voice. And I want to get into that because I took a master's class a couple of days ago. But I first want to ask you, do you notice anything different about me besides my South Beach drug running mojito outfit? No?
You're wearing a different watch this week.
Well, no. I'm going to one more time. Look, nothing.
I don't pay a lot of attention to detail.
I know. I get it.
You have your Mr. T starter kit on as always.
No. All right. The hair, dude. I don't have the plaster the Paris hair gel.
Right. You're all natural today.
Yeah. You know why I started?
And that's right. You're wearing the headphones over the top of your head today.
See?
That's it. Okay.
Inhale, folks.
No super glue.
I started too many grease fires, dude. That's what it was.
That's crazy.
After the third fire extinguisher. But, it's weird because now I have that kitchen sponge chia pet vibe going on, right?
Uh-huh.
Chia.
Yes.
I like it. People can run or Francine can run her hands
say
through
people.
my hair.
Don't say people.
Right. Yeah, that might be.
Everybody's going to want to come up and run their
and
fingers
just run
their hair.
Right. Yeah. So
I remember last week I wanted to touch it.
That's why I said
and it was like, and you're like, no, don't touch the hair. Don't touch the hair. I'm like, okay, that's like the cardinal sin. Don't touch the hair.
So what was the other day? When you have senior moments, every day runs into each other. So I think it was Monday night. I attended a senior class. This voice artist, he's a great friend of mine. I've known him for 21 years. And folks, he's one of the top 20 voice artists in the country, if not the world. You hear him on TV all the time. So Roger and I have done music in the past. And so I attended this master class. And I think what he was talking about to be successful in voiceover really goes over in life. So, he was saying, too many of you start voiceover and you start speaking like this because you want to have that radio voice or commercial voice and nobody talks to each other like that.
Right.
So he's like, what are you doing? Just be yourself. And I don't care what you do. Be yourself, be authentic, because what'll happen is things will be effortless. They'll be more natural and people will. And I was listening to this. It was a long class. And of course, we had to read in front of the master. So compared to him, we all sounded stupid. And he was like, well, very good. But why don't you tone it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what do you mean? That's my voice. You said be myself. He goes, yeah, but you don't talk to people like that.
Your
Right.
inflections is what it is.
So I said, he's right, because when I sit with clients, I don't sit there and go, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Well, let me tell you, I'm Denny Artachi, your financial advisor, and this is what you should do with your money. No, it's like, hi, my job is to listen to what you have to say, ask you the right questions, find you the different ways you can do it, and let you choose what works for you after we discuss all the pros and cons.
You want to have a Zen voice.
Or at least a Zen attitude, right?
Yeah, a Zen attitude, which goes along with, if you could play this in the background when you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
That's Zen.
It's funny. He was playing music in the background when he was talking to 15 of us in the master
That's
class.
complete Zen mute. That's Zen.
But some of those applications crack me up. You know, the meditation ones.
Right.
Imagine your tongue is on the roof of your mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's definitely.
And just lets you. I'm like, what?
What 900 number did you call?
Hold on a second, man. That sounds so good.
Yeah.
But look, his whole point, folks, was to be natural. Don't be yourself. Don't try, because it is true. You've been doing radio a long time, so you probably figured out long time ago not to come here and speak like this, because that's not how you talk to people.
It really depends it depends on what your
what the format is.
Well, yeah, because and I'll kind of give you some insight, because I do voiceover work.
Yes,
as well. I have a home studio and I do voiceover work for lots of different stations and businesses, and it depends on if it's what's called a soft sell, a medium sell, a hard sell.
Right.
You have those car dealerships.
Yes.
And you got that booming voice.
That's
that
right.
guy that's like $9.95, no money down, yada yada yada. And then you get the laid back type.
Right, but he has it so dialed in that he could speak so light, but still have the intensity as if that guy was, at the carnival barking at that big thing.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I learned a lot of things. It was humbling, because I think his philosophy, once again, was voiceover is not much different than a lot of things we do in life. Meaning, you have to be, people buy you. That's his whole point.
Right.
And you can try and get the perfect voice or the perfect words, but I think people appreciate authenticity, genuineness. They definitely hate smugness and pomposity, which the world is full of that.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I had so much fun with TikTok. I didn't catch up. I usually have like an hour that I catch up with, world news and events. And it's usually right before I go to sleep, because folks, they're so exciting. They're perfect to put me to sleep. Listening to some of the news channels and all the things that are out there. And you only have to catch like 10, 15 minutes, because they just wash, rinse, and repeat for the whole hour or two.
Right.
And, I was, I had a Joe Biden moment. I was going to make a point here. Oh, yes. So I did also catch some social media yesterday, and it still cracks me up, because, folks, life is about choices. You can focus on a negative all you want, but really, what is it going to get you? Have you ever been successful by being negative, Evan? You think back in your life and go, man, I nailed it because I decided to be angry and bitter.
No, there's just no way.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Impossible. And you're too busy trying to put food on your table for your family, aren't you? You don't have time to think about how racist the world is or unfair it is. And so I kept seeing these posts about people are angry about, our country. We don't have a perfect country. Of course we don't. But if you want to focus on that, where are you going to get to?
Yeah.
And the answer is nowhere. So I always said, listen, you can always move out. I mean, if I really thought that this was not the land of opportunity, I would move.
Yeah.
But I don't focus on it. And we do have a caller?
We do have a caller.
Okay, so we know it's not Palm City Charlie.
It's not Palm City Charlie. It's a mystery caller. I answer the phone
Okay,
cold.
so you're on Today with Denny. What's on your mind?
Hi, Uncle Denny.
Oh.
Hey, cousin Evan.
Hey,
Tommy.
What's up? It's the Nudnik.
Hi.
Hey, Tommy, I didn't want to tell you, but I have to come out with this.
Uh-oh.
I am your father, Tommy.
No, you're not.
Your mother.
I wish you were. You and Evan.
Oh, you can't have two dads. Sorry.
Evan's got too many kids.
I have 4 kids. I don't need no more.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, but Tommy, you have other family.
If you're having a dinner party and you tell everyone that mommy left a cocky in the toilet, you'll probably get pinched under the table, probably.
See, this is the kind of stuff you see on TikTok. I think Tommy should be on TikTok.
Yeah, Tommy needs to be on TikTok.
I think so.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah. You ever heard of that, Tommy?
No.
No?
He's too young.
Yeah. Do you know who
I've heard of FaceTime.
Do you know who Joe Biden is, Tommy?
Joe Biden. Isn't he one of the Three Stooges?
Yes, that's right. He's the surviving member.
Larry and Joe.
Yes. It was Donald and George were the other two Stooges.
Yeah.
Oh, Donald, yes.
Okay. All right. So, Tommy, you have other family members. You never talk about them.
Yeah, really.
I have my Uncle Percy. He is here, and he is babysitting for me.
Oh, really?
Oh. Can we say hi to Uncle
Percy?
Percy?
Why don't you put him on the phone? I want to hear what this guy sounds like.
Yeah.
I can. Hold on. Uncle Percy. Uncle Percy. They want to talk to you on the phone. Uncle Danny.
Just go put those away. All right. Hello.
Hi. Is this Uncle Percy?
Hi. Oh, yes, it is. How are you?
I'm well.
Hello there.
How about you?
Oh, this is Denny on the show. And Evan. Oh my God, I'm so excited. You guys are awesome.
Oh, well, thank you.
Love you guys.
Yes.
Listen to you all the time.
What kind of love do you have for us, Uncle Percy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are celebrities in this house. Please, please, don't even say Evan or Denny anywhere around me. Forget it. I just go, it's full of pieces.
Wow, we're famous. Did you know that?
Wow. We're worldwide.
Listen, that Tommy is something else, man. I don't know.
Oh, he can be something else. Let me tell you, bud. Don't give him any sugar. I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
don't even think.
Speaking of sugar, have you ever heard of the term sugar britches?
No, I haven't. But hold on a second. Put the pickles away. Put them away. Maybe later. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, Uncle Percy, would you consider yourself a role model for little Tommy?
I would hope today that he would grow up and be a nice young man because of the way I'm, watching him and training him, and trying to teach him life things.
Well,
he knows what to do when he's older.
What kind of training do you give Uncle, little Tommy?
Yeah.
Well, the way he dresses. Sometimes he's a little sloppy.
Okay.
And I teach him how to do his laces.
Okay.
One over the other.
Okay.
He does like that. And tuck in the shirt. None of this outside shirt business. I like shirts tucked with a belt. You have loops on those pants for some reason, Denny. Okay.
They're
there.
I'm just curious. Is there an Aunt Percy in the house anywhere?
Yeah.
I'm dating a girl from another town right now. You wouldn't know her.
Oh, okay.
What's her name?
Yeah. Her name is Lola.
Lola. I think I've dated Lola myself.
Okay.
You might have. She's very hot because I get really hot women. So, just to let you know.
Okay.
That's hot.
Sounds like true love, Evan. I think this could be your next wedding that you DJ at, dude.
I don't know. I've done some doozies in my past.
You have?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Oh, no marriage for me.
Oh, no?
No marriage. No, I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
Did you have a prior marriage? Is that why?
I've had prior relationships that, really didn't work out well.
Oh, okay.
So,
do you have any kids that you need to know about?
I can do anything for myself. I'm fine.
Do you have any children that you know about?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad Tommy's in good hands. I mean, he's he keeps us in stitches, of course. So
hold on, please. Tommy, the cat cannot swim. No. Sorry. All right. I'm telling you, he had a little bit of sugar this morning, and I'm really sorry I gave it to him. He was being really good, and I rewarded him.
Well, he did tell us that mommy's, she's kind of gone away for reasons that we care not to get into.
Yeah,
And-
mommy's, quote unquote, the steps thing she's doing right now.
Absolutely.
She's only on
Steps.
step 2. She can't
Mhm.
seem to get past step 3, and that's her problem.
Right.
Not
And,
mine.
and grandma just sleeps all day from too much pickle juice, right? That's her deal.
Too much pickle juice
Yes.
and too much prune juice, if you know what I mean.
Oh, boy. Man, I hope I never know what he means.
No,
ever.
you hope not, because it's really not pleasant in here right now.
Jeez, are the windows open at least?
Yeah, I'm sizzling up some garlic for no reason. Okay.
Okay. That's kind of,
Right.
that might be too strong for a little kid, especially in the morning,
No, it's just I like the smell in the house.
of garlic.
Yes, it's better than other smells. Okay. Right.
Wow.
Listen,
Yeah.
if blue lights and sirens circle your house in a little bit later, it's not because of us. We didn't tell them. In fact, we don't even know where you live.
Yeah. We
Right?
Probably don't want to know.
We don't want to
No.
know. That's
This
right.
is true. You don't want to come here. I mean, when you come down the street, believe me, it's not the house that has black paper bags covering the window. It's not us. Just keep driving.
Really? All right.
Mhm.
Well,
no
I-
steps.
see, I'm
You
so.
have to have a step ladder to get into the front door. Steps are gone.
This explains Tommy's, creativity. What do you think, Evan?
Yeah.
I think he's got.
Yeah.
He's a future. Listen, Uncle Percy. I think Tommy is a future senator. So,
Lucky he makes it out of preschool. This one, really, Senator. Okay, well, hey, you know what? Though you're right. I have to be positive,
yes.
and he can be anything he wants right now,
Yes, he
as
can.
long as he puts that down.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Percy.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask what kind of work you do?
I work in I work in a shop that sells plants. Just say part time.
Okay.
What kind of? Well, no, I shouldn't.
Maybe you
ask that.
shouldn't ask what
No.
kind of plants.
No, I don't want to go there.
Well, we do arrangements.
Okay. Are they like 15 feet tall? These plants?
No.
No.
Oh, so you're a florist.
Yeah.
I work in a floral shop. Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. It's good straight work.
Uh huh.
So
you're a
you have to
flower
have an eye.
child.
You have to have an eye, and I
Okay.
do. I believe. I feel that I have the eye for that. I
That's.
get a lot of compliments.
I have a feeling that straight work is very challenging for you.
It's a little hard. Thank you.
Oh my God, Greg's going to fire us tomorrow. He's like, "Yeah, this ain't working out,
is
guys."
your hour
This-
now.
that's
Am I
my
on the
hour.
radio
Your
now?
hour.
Yeah.
Oh my
My hour.
God! Are you serious?
You are on the radio.
Oh my God!
Now you can say that you're famous as
Yes.
well.
Oh man! Oh my God! I would have called my friend.
Yes. I want you to go and have a nice cry when we get off the phone, okay?
I thank you guys so much because, listen, you bring breath and fresh air in the morning to me.
Well, that's
At
good.
9 o'clock, I turn on WSTU just for you guys, and I listen to Evan's show as well. I must say, Denny, I'm not comparing you, but you're both up on my list.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
which show turns you on the most?
Well, I like it when you're both on the show. 2 men on the show. It's
Two
you guys,
men and a
you
mic.
banter back and forth. It's very interesting.
Not that there's anything wrong with this admiration, folks. We're here to serve everyone at their pleasure.
Yeah,
So
we have lots of
Absolutely. And
we
you
have lots
guys
of
are
chutzpah
very-
on the show.
we
You
have
guys
what
are
now?
very fair to me.
We have lots of chutzpah. It's a Jewish word.
Oh, exactly right.
it's a
I can't
Yiddish
even
word.
pronounce that. All right, so listen, Uncle.
Chutzpah, I know what chutzpah is.
You do? Have you had some?
Yes, I come
Okay.
from a Jewish family.
Okay.
Oh, Mazel tov.
Look at
Okay,
that.
Look at that.
All right.
Mazel tov. And I tend to be quite a yenta,
I was just gonna say that he's a yenta,
just here and there.
but you're also a nudnik also.
Now, what the heck
Get
is
a
a
little
nudnik?
verklempt.
What
yes,
is that?
I'm verklempt. Yeah, these are Yiddish words.
They are?
Yeah,
is that
these are
kind of like
Yiddish words.
stunad in Italian?
What? Just listen to Priest and the Rabbi. They'll tell you all about
Oh,
it.
that's right. I
Yeah.
I want to have those guys come in because there's man,
Those
they'd probably leave after 5-10 minutes with the questions I have. Or I could be a guest on their show. What do you think? No, both the lightning would come through the roof if I were in their show.
Yeah, they could be a guest on your show.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, Uncle Percy, thanks for letting us know Tommy's in such good hands, and I don't mean that literally. Okay, so
no, he's quite a handful.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
I do think I know what you mean. Mm-hmm. So, listen, Uncle Percy, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you
so
soon.
Much for
all right,
me on.
Have a good one.
All right, that's the Purse Meister.
Yes,
that's his nickname, Purse Meister.
Very colorful gentleman, I might add. Yeah. Yes, he. I don't know. Maybe he could be Tommy's running mate when he runs for the Senate.
Anything is possible.
I think so. Anything is possible in this life, folks. We just have to decide. And before we had this wonderful call to interrupt us, I highly recommend people watch less news and really focus, like the Serenity Prayer says, the difference between knowing what we can change and cannot change.
Yeah.
Because when you really think about it, can we control much of anything in this life of ours?
No.
Exactly. So then our thing is, well, how are we going to deal with it? Now, I'm not saying be like some of those Los Angelinos where, oh, wow, an earthquake came. Oh, wow, I just lost my house. Miller time. No, don't be that laid back. But don't let someone else steal your joy on a daily basis, and watch what you focus on, because some of the people forget that social media should be humorous, funny, uplifting, inspirational. They kind of want to focus on, I don't know, like they're living in prison. And what's that going to do? So I know the life is serious. I know it's tough, but I think every one of you could have a better life than I have. You could be more successful. I'm just a messenger, folks. And Evan is my partner in
crime.
Yeah. So
I'm going to get to where you're playing one of these.
But not tomorrow.
Nights. No, not tomorrow.
How many jobs do you have tomorrow?
I have to look at my calendar and see what I'm doing tomorrow this weekend. Actually, I don't think I have anything.
Do you look at your calendar before you go to the bathroom to make sure that it's okay?
I can look right now and tell you what I'm doing tomorrow.
No, we don't have that much time. We have 30 seconds left.
You're good.
Really? Okay.
Don't worry.
My producers give me an extra minute, folks.
I got this. Tomorrow's Friday.
I
have nothing on my calendar.
Well, there you have it. From 6 to 9.
At Mulligan's?
Mulligan's Beach House, folks.
You may see me.
All right. Well,
that's a wrap.
That wraps today with Denny. Make it a great day, folks. Love your life, love yourself, love your family. Make it a great day.
The preceding was a paid program. The content is provided by the advertiser. WSTU, its staff, management, and owners are not responsible for the content. Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services. Blackridge Asset Management is a separate and independent entity from Peak Brokerage Services, LLC. Member, FINRA SIPC.